In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Dalgani Street.
Oh, look at how good my computers are turning. How's it going? Sorry, I'm getting set up here.
They said that right out. Right. Really good. Why didn't this neighbor say
Good afternoon, boys and girls, friends, lovers, children of all ages. We're here off of beautiful river bike trails here in north south. How's it going?
Nice day, actually.
It is really a beautiful day, and you know, it's kind of crazy to see all of this.
I know.
Shelter.
Here, I brought down some tamales earlier this morning.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
know how many people were actually over here.
Yeah, 300 or so, they say. And what are they gonna do? Like, this is crazy. So I heard there was a press conference somewhere up here.
I don't know.
It's on record. Let's see if I remember this correctly. I got chips in my mouth. This is a That is a park ranger with a notebook or a clipboard in his hand walking down the line right now. What the heck is that? Did you see the park ranger? It's so weird.
they're part of this area?
Yeah. Johnny Cash?
Yeah, a lot of
Elvis Presley?
a lot of those guys. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down to that.
I'm well. I, however, hear that you have a story that you might want to tell us.
Thank you. Honestly.
Were you out delivering food and got kicked off a sidewalk?
Oh yeah. Twice. Twice St. Francis, yeah. On Thanksgiving Day, yeah.
Oh man.
You want to tell us, live audience viewers, what happened?
Ooh. Let me tell you first, and then maybe we'll see about
All right.
camera.
Then we'll catch that later.
So I was with Tara. We did breakfast at 16th and Pearl from about 10 to 12:30 Thanksgiving morning. Then I took some food, about 3 or 4 boxes in my car, and I went to the St. Francis Center. And I pulled up on the sidewalk on Curtis legally, and I just started unpacking from my car where people were gathered. Not even right in front of their sign and their door, several feet away. And 2 men that work there or volunteers, I'm not sure what their status is, but official representatives from St. Francis told me I could not distribute food there. I could not give out food. People were taking the food. It was going fast, but they told me I had to move. I was on their property. I couldn't do that there. I was pretty spicy. I popped off. I'll be real. I was not nice to them about it because I felt like that was really ridiculous. And I was serving coffee and stuff. So I pack up everything and I tell people I'm going to move across the street to the parking lot and finish up over there. So I do that. Those 2 men
Came back
followed me over the parking lot and said, "This is also our property. Get off."
into the parking lot, though.
Yeah. I guess it's their lot. So, yeah, that's what went down.
So they kicked you off the street, though.
The sidewalk, yes. Yeah. Like, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, we're both doing the same thing. We're both trying to feed people today. Like, I don't understand what the issue is, you know? Like, why is this a problem for you?
Here's the deal. I don't care. Did you have a table up?
No.
Even worse. I mean, like, that's even worse because you're feeding them out of your car.
Yeah. I didn't have that much stuff, but I had leftovers from breakfast, good stuff, and like ready to go, and people were taking it. I mean, it was like a drop off. It wasn't trying to serve people or be there. It was like a 15-minute drop off. People are gonna take it, and I was gonna head home or had to keep picking up food for later.
I mean, if they were worried about some license that they were going to lose or something, they should have communicated, right? And explained what
I
they
mean,
were
but
concerned
here's the
about.
thing: why do I need a license?
No, I mean for them.
Oh
right?
yeah,
If
yeah,
they worry
yeah,
about
yeah.
something on their side, they
No.
need to communicate. They should just be like, oh,
I'm excited.
So I don't really know how to handle it.
Well,
I'm open to
I'm gonna-
suggestions, ideas. I don't really know them, so I don't know if that's typical for them or if that's unheard of for them. I don't know.
We got a game plan already forming that I want to talk,
Okay.
but I think it should involve possibly a letter from a law firm.
Okay.
Possibly a direct action where a group of people come and feed on the sidewalk in mass.
Love that.
And it may involve like going in and visiting and chatting with people and saying, here, you need to engage because this is what's legal and what's not.
Yeah.
I'll ask my ex, like, worked there for like a year or so. I'll ask her, like,
Yeah. I mean, it was just crazy. Like, I was just so taken aback that, that was their attitude.
I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. I mean, we were really worried about each other. Like, she doesn't have a phone, right? So I was really worried that I just never see her.
Oh, yeah. You have to be phenomenal.
yeah, he was just like, I should be. If one of you guys tries shooting
Yeah, absolutely.
you're 80 years old, I'm pretty sure I can reach for a gun faster than you. So yeah, it's just like a weird thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was an interesting trip. This week's been okay. I guess there haven't been any sweeps.
No, I think I
Probably for Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving and probably just
Okay. So, but it's just like you get a
But
break.
that ain't true.
yeah.
We are hundreds. How many times you ran out of water? How many times you ran out of air?
Say that again.
How many times you ran out of
Yeah. Well, I see yeah, I'm gonna try. Yes, well, I remember.
We're reaching it. Yeah, but I'm not ready.
Was there an event?
Just put it there.
And the Rangers not hitting them? No. The Rangers left. Yeah.
I learned my rope gun and then I'm like living in lines and I forgot my under. You're not supposed to wear them without that.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I'll try to do that.
Yeah, but my main thing is like, if they show up with the fake thing, like, I think the Oh, the lady with the yeah, I saw that. Looks like once he found out, he tried to track it. That's but it is a long, not here. Down for past down south. I want to say that's so you could actually film up. Probably. That's why like when you have like that and not like funny, but they do have to be ready. But I mean, they could put a photo out of his house. No, I didn't know that. But, no, I've had it for a while. Yeah, but I looked it up. How are you? Did you put something on there? Oh, yeah, okay, good, good. I checked that out. I think it's bad because it's a weird. No, never. About 2 years. In that neighborhood. Somebody said like
RDM.
all right, cool.
So we
I was actually curious.
I got this. I'm the one. This one. Not you. I said,
You filming?
yes, right now I am. What we have happening here, folks, is a press conference. If you haven't noticed, there are more than 300 persons residing on the outskirts of this community area. Over 300 encampments, shelters protected from the weather with tarps and styrofoam and rusted pieces of whatever. And so what we're having here is a press conference.
Yeah, like
oh, Johnny. Johnny doesn't want his face on.
Which one's Johnny so that I can my camera's off?
Yes, but I don't know.
Gray ball cap over there, skinny one.
no, just recording it.
Everybody said nothing.
Oh, okay. Well.
I also did, but I at least have a.
Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Send me.
How's the sound? Can you hear him, folks?
Me. I'm not ready. Really ready. Get them out in 3, 2, 1. We're on. Hi guys, my name's Wolf. We're down here at Crossroads where me and a lot of my homeless houseless friends are camped down here. We've been down here for quite some time. We just got told the other day that we have to get out of here. That the police are coming Monday and they are moving this whether we want to move or not. My problem is, out of the 300 souls we've got here, 150, 100 of them was told to come here by the police when they were down in town. This is where they told us to go. So we came here, out of sight, out of mind. Well, apparently we ain't out of mind anymore because they want this land to suck. We don't know what it is, but we got till Monday morning when they come in here and force us to leave here. We ain't done nothing to nobody. All we're doing is trying to survive, trying to live. That whole right to rest thing. Just because we're houseless does not mean we do not have rights. We have the right to live as anybody else. So we came here to avoid problems. This camp right here has the least amount of problems of any camp in the city. And there is nowhere to go. You look over here, you got the river. I ain't gonna camp in the river. There ain't nowhere else to go. So where are we gonna go when we leave here Monday morning? Most of us don't have jobs. We don't have means to go get a motel or an apartment. If we did, we'd have been there. Trust and believe. Before I became homeless this time, I had 2 and 3 jobs. Not much of a life, but I worked. And I kept myself good. Now, all of a sudden, that ain't good enough. So a lot of people here that come here today tell the police, no, you can't push us that far. Push us too far, we fall down and we got nothing. Just because we're homeless does not mean we don't have the right to the basic necessities: food, water, shelter, sanitation. They put in porta potties and they take them out just as fast. As soon as you start counting on something, it's gone. It's like they're teasing you with here. Here's the porta potties and a little hand washing station, and then I don't know, a week later, bam, it's gone. I got up one day to go to the porta potty restroom down here, and I just been in there the night before I got up, walked down to that house to sleep, and it was gone. I thought we got robbed. But no, they came to pick it up. It's like the city's teasing us. That's what they're doing now. We got nowhere else to go, so we got to stand. That thing's pretty rigorously. I'd like to thank all of y'all for coming out here and supporting us in this today. It means a lot to me. Hell, I ain't even from this state. I'm from Arizona. I've been here a long time. This reminds me back in the day in Arizona, whenever you had a problem, you stood up. People stood up with you because it was wrong. So we stood up for what was right. Thank you all for coming. There's going to be a couple more people come up and talk to you today. Thank you.
I would like to say that the only reason I want everybody to know that the only reason that me and my boyfriend are homeless is that I have epilepsy and I only get SSI. That's not enough to even buy a crappy apartment somewhere in the The only reason that my boyfriend doesn't work is because he takes care of me. Don't want to have to go outside. No, I hate doing that. That makes me feel trash. It makes me money because they won't even pull their cars way up next to it. They stare at us like we're bacteria. We don't want to have to do this again. We've already stayed in so many back our feet up over and over and over again. And I can't
where the cops told us it would be okay. And apparently it's not the place it's going to be.
How long ago did they tell you that?
Maybe 3 weeks ago. At least I have.
Is that just during the pandemic or?
Yeah.
And just the other night, I heard that snowkeeping. We didn't know that we placed our tent on the area.
There's holes in the floor, but
And
moving all down.
Yeah.
You know, everything we got.
so we pretty much lost everything. So I don't have enough money to place tent or sleeping bag and our clothes. Really don't have the money to pay for motel.
You said you were at, you've been moved from one spot to another by the police. Could you tell us some of the spots that you've been at with
18, 12, 13 grand, section, property, up there by a course field. We camped all along the river here by ourselves. Then, park rangers would come along and tell us we can't be there. Every place we camp, we never leave a mess. We always pick up our trash. We try and stay away from everybody just because we don't want to be mixed with whatever else is going on out there. We don't want to be part of it. And it's not enough. If there was somewhere else we could go and try and get some sort of a chance to just better, then we would. I thought that was here, but I don't know where we're going to go. We're not waiting for money.
What was the encampment that you
It was on 22nd Curtis Broadway, right over there by
You said that was like 3 or 4 weeks ago?
yeah, I thought 3 weeks.
At any of these sweeps, have the police offered you any services or housing?
They offered to put us in a motel room for like 2 or 3 days, but that's temporary.
That was only
Temporary
once.
thing.
Were you ever offered housing? No.
Never.
How have the police generally conducted themselves around you?
Some of
Like
them are.
they're way up here, we're way down there.
Yeah.
Not
Some
all of them, no, but for the most part.
Some of them are have been in the group. Are you dealing with? Right with these?
The one guy that speaks up most, that has been a good guy and talks to us about things, Toby. I don't know his last name, but I'm sure a lot of here probably know that's what he does. I can't say much about it.
What are your names?
Bethany White. Oh, my Thomas Bethany. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I had a home in Michigan. I had a car, I had a job, I owned my own business, and I was doing fine. I was self-supporting. Apparently something popped up and I got in trouble and I was brought back to Colorado. August 27th, I was released from Arapahoe County Jail. A 3-year probation sentence and nowhere to go. I have no family. My parents are gone. I have kids, but how can you ask a 20-year-old with a baby to help? You can't. You're supposed to be helping them. The business suffered. I lost my home up there. I can't afford to live here because of my background. I can't get a job. So those are my choices that I had made, but it really sucks. I ran into family and he brought me here to Crossroads. And if it not for that, I wouldn't be okay. I don't know how to survive the food time. whole. It's hard. I've never ever had anything like this be in my life before. I've never done this for years. I look up. It's a hard life. It's not used to. Colorado won't let me go back home. So I'm stuck here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I try to find a job all the time. To get told no. This is COVID. It makes it harder. This is my family and this is my home. And when we have to go, where do we go? How do we survive? I'm scared. I don't say it out loud. I'm worried. Where I'm gonna go. Where my family's gonna go. You know, we're just like every other community, look out for each other. When we don't have clothes, when I got out, I had nothing except the clothes I had on my back. It's zero. And everybody pulls together and they help each other. When there are donations, there's a lot for men, there's slightly less for women. So anytime that I find something, I think, oh, this will fit this person, or this will fit so and so. And I make sure that I've got enough to take care of, because I want my sisters and my brothers to have something if they need it. Clothes, blankets, all of it. You know. Unfortunately, on Monday, I have no plan. I have no backup plan. What am I going to get rid of? What can I get rid of? What is not detrimental to my survival? I have probably 10 blankets. How am I going to get it to where I'm going? I don't have means. I don't have a car. I don't have friends with cars because my friends are here with me. So, not all circumstances are the same. I have to really humble myself to ask for help as it is. I'm stubborn. But to have to ask somebody for 50 cents so that I have enough for a drink, that's an eye opener. It's huge. The looks that I get makes me feel like I'm less than. But I'm not less than. None of us are. Just because you have a job or a home or a car, whatever you have, doesn't make you better than me. And it sure doesn't make me less than you. It's sad that we get put in this situation. We take care of each other. We help each other, and I actually help other people out in other communities as well. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to do for mankind? Is help each other? There's more hatred and hurt than there is love and caring. You know, I am the change that I want to be when I see it in the world. I don't know why it's so hard for everybody else. Thank you.
You have some questions?
Where you gonna go on Monday?
I have no idea. I really have no idea. August 27th. Sarah? H. Jewel. Jewell.
Make conditions of your perfection.
I can't leave without an interstate compact, and I have to have a plan. So I actually have to have a place to live there. Now, in the state of Colorado, I can transfer anywhere I want to. But out of the state, there has to be a home. Well, I live by myself, so when the probation officer wanted to go into a home visit, how are you going to get into my house with a person? Couldn't.
How long have you been?
August 29th.
So when you left Arapahoe, they didn't have any in-county or close-by options for you?
I barely even got 2 bus passes. gave me a backpack, pair of socks, dirty t-shirt that was from, I guess their bin when people can't take their clothing with them. Toothbrush, toothpaste, other materials that I can't use, box of laundry soap. That's great.
What do you mean by bus passes? You mean like a monthly pass or a single trip to get to someplace?
Two single trips. I had to fight to get that.
When you've been slept, do you feel like you're forced to choose what is put in the dumpster or not? Because during these weeks, I know the cops in the city usually say that, oh, well, folks can take everything that they need. But as you just said, you physically can't carry everything. You feel like you're forced to actually choose to have things thrown out that.
I've never been through a sweep before, so I don't know how it goes. But I mean, think about it. You have a tank, if you're lucky to have it. I mean, some are small, but some are decent size. How are you going to carry that? If you have no bike cart, hell, even a grocery cart. Because now stores have stopped taking those. So how are you going to get anything? You're going to put it on a sled and drag it with you. I mean, it's 50 pounds deep with just basic materials, not including food, water, hygiene, some clothes. It's at least 50 to 100 pounds easy just in one small thing.
It's just where they get box cans, a vacuum cleaner, all this stuff. We have to pack all this stuff. And the level of pressure it picked up in the last 2 years with the sweeps. They used to just go, okay, you guys, and they let us pack up and then shit up and pack up and walk away. Now they started running and they, by the time they get together, they got it gone.
Right. So some of us that have, like, okay, so when I go for job interviews, do you know how embarrassing it is because my hands are the way they are? Cracked. They're dry. They are dirty, even though I sit in the bathroom at least 2 minutes scrubbing my hands because I don't want to. Just to go and apply for a job that I know I'm not going to get, but I'm still trying. Keep getting kicked down. And it kills you inside. Every bit takes a piece of you away. I've actually had people say, other people that ask me for money, and I say, I'm sorry, I'm in the same position as you, and then they look at me, and I do my best to just try to dress how I used to, look how I used to, because I guess I'm trying to hold on to part of that. And that in itself is really hard. So when somebody's looking at me and I'm looking back at them, they look completely different, but we're in the same position. They think I'm full of it. When I'm asking somebody, hey, you have 50 cents, honestly, I have a higher chance of getting something donated to me than some others that are homeless because I do make myself look nicer. It just looks like somebody just didn't have enough, and hey, it's cool. But if I'm standing on a corner, I'm wearing my dirty sweatpants because I haven't been able to do laundry in a month, and my hair's in a messy bun and I've got dirt on my face, then they look at me differently. And they're not going to give me anything. Like Bethany said, they close their windows when you right by. They walk away or they ignore me completely. I always have a comment of, thank you, I appreciate your help. Even your acknowledgement. Even though they said nothing to me, it definitely made sure that
We heard a couple of stories about these folks up here.
Since I've been here, I have seen more new faces since we started this stuff. More and more and more. Nowhere for anybody. Clean everything out. One day I've got this person as my neighbor, and then all of a sudden within less than 24 hours, 3 more or 5 more around me pop up. I didn't even know they came around. Didn't know where they came from. You know, and it's just a cold reality, and it's sad to see that literally push to nothing. We already have nothing. We have barely cling to our self-respect, dignity, and love for ourselves and to each other, and then now they're just trying to wipe what away. What more can take?
As somebody who maybe isn't accustomed to the process of the system, have you tried going into the housing options and applications? Can you tell us what that's like for somebody maybe from who's never seen it before?
I never saw it before,
Right.
and I still don't know all the resources that are out there. Telling me about places to go and whatnot. And forget carrying a backpack. Don't take a backpack anywhere, because as soon as you have a backpack on, oh man, I get followed around the store. I'll have money in my pocket, and I can spend it, and yet I'll get harassed because I have a backpack. I have politely, because I carry my purse in my backpack, so I don't have to carry 8 million things. I'll leave my backpack in Alaska, and I leave this here. And they are okay with it, but some are rude about it. They treat you completely different. When I was living my normal life, because this is my normal life, this is my reality, people definitely treated me completely different. Even healthcare is completely different for me. If I go into doctor, like, because I have a respiratory thing, automatically, because I look the way I do, and because I have to put homeless on my paperwork, they change quicker. I never see. I hate it. I hate this. It's not what I choose at all. Thanks, Sarah.
Well, taxpayers pay. Let me pick that up here. I don't know why. How y'all doing? First of all, I want y'all to see my face, see what they see every day, and it's instantly intimidating because of the color of my skin. I wear dreads, so with that alone, it's one of your opportunities right there. They see your face. This how I look. Perfect. Name King. I didn't give myself that name. For some reason, people started calling me. So that's what I started answering. All right. I grew up in Memphis, Tennessee. You know, minimum wage like what, $7.25 in Memphis, Tennessee. So you start from the roof. Off the roof. To break even, I got one. You know what I'm saying? Don't let you already got other strikes against you immediately too. So you know, get back. You do that. Yeah. But you got dreadlocks. You care about your culture, and you learn about your culture because a country that enslaved you and forced you to get who you are, gave you something that wasn't even true. Tell you you were a black man. That's your nationality. But truthfully, that cannot be anybody's nationality because there's no country called black. At least I don't know. So we ain't got nobody to back us if we standing on anything. So you gotta stand alone. So they can just roll up you like a bug. No voice heard. Nobody knows what you go through. Just to start life. Tell me, living See, a lot of people can't help because they don't know what we go through on a daily basis to live, to breathe air without offending somebody. Because maybe you talk strong and they don't understand you ain't angry. Huh? What y'all know about, man? Y'all wanna judge me every day. I love you though. Huh? Judge me and beat it. I have to prove myself for somebody to understand. Gotta give myself. I gotta give you a part of me. And I do it with me. You ain't gotta give me nothing else. Because I'm abundant, I understand. You trying to force me down. And when I say you, I'm a general-like speaker, man. Look, I spend a lot of time to myself at the childhood and stuff because the conditions that was conditioned for me. Y'all don't understand what I go through. Y'all understand. I know y'all don't. Want to be angry at me, because you don't understand. Now I understand. Huh? Y'all don't know nothing about it. Ain't got to do it. It has nothing to do with it. Any of this other stuff, this housing and stuff. How you thinking about housing when you thinking about living?
Right.
Your focus is somewhere you can't focus. You don't have the capacity to understand what you need because you never had it. And then don't let him be a man of God. Now you even lower. Because everybody takes from you. And you can't do nothing about it. Because you don't want to hurt them for real. And they know this. And they take advantage of you. Y'all don't understand. And you judge. I see you every day. You can't say you don't. Because I see you every day. Judging. Thinking something different. Thinking you're greater. I'm less. I'm the reason why this country is built.
Period.
But you telling me I'm less than you. Black Lives Matter. For real? Do it really? Then why do so many die? No, stop saying that because they already know that. The rest of them don't have that problem. I'm the one with that problem. So Black Lives Matter. You want to disrespect me. You want to take everything I got. I can't even have that. Without you changing that and making that yours too. But I'm the one wrong. Force me in a position for me to go to jail for my whole life. I'm the one wrong though. Me. I'm always wrong. No matter how I do this, I'm wrong. I lose. No matter what I try. And keep my morals. I won't steal from you. I won't take from you. I won't go rob nobody's house. I won't go and do something wrong, as they say. Why do you have, first of all, the authority to tell me what's wrong and what's right? A structure, a system that doesn't do anything for nothing but itself. And continuously tell others, this is what I'm doing this for. Or they're doing. That's why they put that "ing" on there. So it stay in the future and they ain't got to do it. Just saying, bro. I'm wrong for joking too, right? For trying to make my life something that I can appreciate. I'm wrong for that too, though. I'm probably suffer. You are the one that was in mind when they said free labor and free land. Then come back, and everybody gets a part of this, but the one that gave it, that made that happen. Huh? You want to give everybody else grants, loans. Why don't I get one? And I'm the one that made you able to do that. Huh? Everybody get, you know what I'm saying? These different funds, these different things that they get to put them ahead. So everybody else start down there, and I'm down here somewhere. That's my starting position. I gotta beat all of y'all. I gotta be phenomenal. I gotta teach myself too, because don't nobody know. Huh? How do I win? Everybody around me, they don't know the way either. And I gotta follow them. Them the ones I gotta follow. Somebody blind. So he can walk me off this cliff. He don't know, he can't see either. And I just don't know because I just don't know. And if I do know, I'm targeted and I'm destroyed. I'm not protected. Hey, I'm a target right now for speaking this. You don't supposed to have this kind of mindset. Who are you? You didn't even graduate high school. Who are you? You didn't go through our system. I remember not getting a job because of a charge I beat was on my record. Wait a minute. Wasn't that illegal? Google my name and stuff that I ain't did came up. Just being around the wrong people. Because those are my peers. Them the people I grew up with. Huh? You know, I was 20 years old. I had my own house in Memphis, Tennessee. Orange Mountain. Good loyal, hearted person, right? One of my people I used to beat up every day in high school for trying to bully me. Didn't have a place to live. I ended up in my house. For free, not charging a thing, whatever you need, I work. He decided he wanted to break in people's houses. Take their thing and bring it where my domain. The type of situation I'm in now, and see that didn't matter anyway. But looking at it from a general point of view, but to me, my own personal life, I thought that was what you did. Silly thing. All right, make a long story short, I was incarcerated. Because I decided to stand on my Fifth Amendment right, I was wrong. Once again. Because you're supposed to open your mouth and say something you know. So yeah, now you hear a story where a man that could not recover from anything, emotional damage from y'all world. I can't even think. I'm in my head. I don't get no psychologist. I don't get no therapist. I gotta deal with it every day. Because y'all traumatized. I ain't even do this to myself. I snap it up. Because you keep doing things to me. I'm wrong. Right? That's how we go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I give it to you, I'm still going.
pay the penalty, as they say. No matter if I was wrong or right. No self-defense law. So what? Right to bear arms, right? Right here in Colorado, right to bear arms, right? I'm in front of my tent with 2 survival knives. I get dragged down by the police. 4 police officers put their guns up. One of the scariest events in my life. And I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if y'all know anything about it, but it's one of the most dangerous places in the world. I'm telling you. All I'm saying, I know, forget all the things we need, because we need everything. I ain't got to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you that for? You already know all of this. How many times we have done this? I need you to tell you how I feel so you understand why I'm here. Everybody ain't no drug addict that just can't get it right. Huh? Everybody ain't no person that did wrong that's out here. Some of these people out here, because they did right. And this country still don't care. I built this with my own hands. But they don't call me the great builder. They call me the criminal. They call me the minority. They call me anything but what I am. Who I am. And you tell me I'm wrong. No, this country wrong. I'm the one right.
Can you speak up, please?
I lost my job. Been out here for a while. I don't know what to say to you guys. But, being out here is changed a lot. We don't raise our kids to go to be home. And when you're out here, it's harder. It's great. I've got it. I've got everything.
He's coming.
But I'm ridiculed. I'm looked at like I'm nothing. Hey, the people that are inside, most of them are one paycheck away from behind. They don't have anything. I mean, they're just about as bad off as I am. But they look at me like I'm a piece of crap. So what are we gonna do? They make us move every time we get set up. They told us that this was gonna happen. Now they're making it move. The city, they were told that the judges, the suites are illegal, they're still doing it. We're tired of it. We just want a place to where we can lay down our head and sleep safe at night. We don't have to worry about the cops through sweeping us, making us move. We sit on the park bench and talking to each other. The cops come up and make us move because we're not supposed to do that. It's a park bench in a park. Why aren't we supposed to do it? Everybody else can, but we're not. We go into a park and they watch us like we're animals. They take pictures of us. They come through here and take pictures of us. Why? We're done. No, we want to stand up. All of us can't, but a few of us will. What we do there, we don't know. They're probably going to throw us in jail. Most of us don't care. We're tired of it. They can't keep us there long because of COVID. When COVID started, they left us alone. They didn't do anything to us. Now, they started the sweeps again, and then they get worse. The cops get worse. The people get worse. Every time they come up, they speed down here. If they see somebody out front, they speed down through here, try to hit us. I'm not even kidding. If you want us to be nice to you, be nice to us. I was raised, I'm from the South. I was raised to give respect, earn respect, you don't give it. And then, if you want us to give respect, give us respect. The reason for all the trash and everything else is because you got tired of it. A lot of people get tired of it. I'm not a messy person, trying to keep everything clean. It's hard. But some of the people I look down on it, but I don't like it. They're sick of them telling us that we're dirty. So we show them how dirty we are. I get it. That's all I got to say.
Does the city provide any trash cans for you to even put your
No,
trash
we
in?
have to go steal them behind it somewhere so that we'll have a trash. Or we have to buy them ourselves. They don't even trash bags. No, we don't get anything hardly. Homeless Out Loud helps us. Some of the other places help us. Most of them, their hands tied. They can only offer us what they have. And donations get rid. We try to get tents. My tent that I'm staying in right now has folded because people don't care. And I had nobody get another tent. I was in the hospital for a while. When I got out, everything I had. So I didn't have a tent. I didn't have nowhere to go. It was just about winter. And I almost froze to death first.
How do you access water?
A lot of the people feed brings a lot of water. So we usually get that, or most places won't let you get water without money or whatever. You have to buy something or something like that.
So the city isn't seeing to it that you get water or have trash removal. That's having to happen through your
The water
neighbors.
but the water that we are from volunteers that come out here and feed us. I do know that. The city don't provide water. They don't provide anything. The ones that are in the shelters down here, most of the shelters are full right now because of COVID. Every time we go down there, they're full. This shelter has closed down. Crossroads has closed down. They only allow 50 and over. We can't go in there. Only, let's see, people in programs go to mission. Being saved. And the one down there that they opened up for COVID is most of the time vegetable. We can't get in there.
What about bathrooms with
They had porta
closed?
potties down here. At Homeless Out Loud, actually paid for them. They came and picked them up one day without me. Didn't even tell anybody but the police.
Do you know who came and picked them up?
City. Or whoever it was that they paid for it and they were up to date on paying. They came out here.
How do you find a bathroom?
They're like, man, that place don't let us go into the bathroom. We're dirty. We don't. Some of us smell because we don't have a way to clean up off like that. And if we go leave to clean up, just say somebody's gonna go in the store when we go. I bought phones, stolen phones, I lost phones. I've had stuff in there that I really needed that's gone because and it's hard for us to believe. The best places I've been to help is they give us stuff that they're on what they're providing. So we don't really have it. I've heard I can't remember exactly the biggest one. They would tell us that we had to do the African work to either here. There was a place on Stout that couldn't get people for a little while. They made us go out of there and come here. Then we go out to find other places where we go on the river after 11 o'clock. They give us a ticket. We can't be in the car sector 11 o'clock. I do understand that the parks are closed, but we don't have anywhere to go anyway. Why are you making it unsafe for us to be out in the streets when there's people out here that they throw rocks. I've seen them throw rocks to people out of the cars. I've seen them blow the horns in the middle of the night to wake us up. I've seen them having French kids down here. They killed a couple down on the river. I mean, it's just, we found people down here dead and they never reported them. So I mean, it's been one dead end after the other, and nobody gets it. We're not out here by choice. We're out here because we would rather be inside.
Exactly. You describe what happened. Like, I've read that people were yeah.
I don't want to talk about that. Because they don't tell us anything like that. We don't know anything. Pick up whatever, take out. You know how to they can show it. Yeah. They just
Yeah. So much in the same way that something would happen down the street at a neighbor's house, the police come and go, and if the neighborhood didn't have anything to do with it, but the police did their thing.
There's drug addicts down here, yes. There's alcoholics down here, yes. There's drug addicts, alcoholics in those buildings. I mean, really. But we get prosecuted because we have got more people. Thank you guys.
Thank you for your patience. We got one more speaker, and then I'll answer a couple of questions. And then we're good. Thank y'all for being so patient with us. Listening to everything we say. We really, really appreciate it. Yeah.
Hello, how are you guys? My name is Sierra Hamilton. I'm a sovereign individual with also a pro se litigant. I reside here at the Crossroads Camp. It has been a blessing. I'd like to start by thanking God. Thanks be to Him in the name of Christ. And God bless those who have noticed us and been donating all the contributions for necessities. Really are angels who have answered my prayers. I've waited a couple of years to see results like these. I've been houseless for about 5 years and have observed many negatives that people out there have to endure. And it is enduring. I know it seems like it might be the easy route, but honestly speaking, it comes from someone who knows. It's a lot harder than I ever imagined. The commandment that God or Jesus left us with was to love thy neighbor as you would love yourself. Sorry, and some of us don't even talk to our neighbors, you know? But if you were to love your neighbor as you would love yourself, then you would know them as a person. Being moved around for the past 5 years, been like, I felt like stuck in this trance, you know? Like a system. I've done a little bit of study now, anthropology. So I wanted to understand a lot of things about the different cultures and the different races, where the problem is stemming from. But it's been passed on for generations. For generations, you know? And I say every generation it gets a little bit better. But only a little bit. If we notice that there's problems and we don't address them in the correct manner, we're going to continue to have these problems, no matter what they are. I don't want to say anything else about, what the bad is, because it's truly been a blessing. I'm ever grateful because my prayers have been answered. I don't have to get up and move every 2 days. And when I first came out here, it was every night that I lived out of my backpack. And now I have blankets. I can actually stay warm. I'm not freezing. I hate to be cold. I mean, and if I could go inside, I would. Definitely. Give me a house. Give me a place to stay. Keep me warm. But it's not that easy, especially after being in this trance and developing a system different from the one that I was used to. I'm used to this one, and it's gonna be harder to go back into that society lifestyle. I don't care what a light switch. You learn by experience. Sorry guys, I cannot do the face mask, but you learn by experience, and then you develop, a system, something that you know become used to, and it just doesn't go off. You can't push a button and say, okay, go back. You know, we're gonna have to find some kind of common ground somewhere on the line. And if we don't notice that, then that's our own ignorance. But I believe for us to move forward and get along, we're gonna have to find that common ground, no matter what. And I think it would be easier to do than to fight each other, and see each other as bad or enemies. Because I don't have any enemies. I mean, I love my neighbor as I would love myself. It's the best in life. I mean, they used to call it fate, because people aren't used to that. But I do, and I live by it. And I'm guided by the Holy Spirit. And I'm just blessed to have been here as long as I have. And I thank you guys, all of you, especially those who have come out and helped us. It means a lot. It really does. There's something else I wanted to say. That there's all these places that people are camped out and people are having to move recently, well, as always, but a little more recently. If they could just dedicate like some land or something, like the Rainbow Children I heard of. I don't know exactly who they are, like much about them. Not very informed on the subject, but something like that. Just then you wouldn't have to worry about it, or just put a designated area where you want us, and then you won't have to see us either. Maybe it could be like a program. And that's it. I don't know.
Could you say your name again and spell it?
Sierra Hamilton, SIERRA HAMILTON.
Thank you.
Since about February, January, almost.
Would you mind sharing why you stayed out here around there?
Well, you really want to know the truth? I was working at 7-Eleven, okay, and I have 2 sons. And at the end of the week, I had bills to pay, and I had no money for my, toys and stuff they see on TV. And I felt horrible for not being able to have that extra money put away, even though I worked my butt off, like I truly did, and still no money. And I spent all these hours away from them. And then when I got home, I'm so tired. I don't want to play. I don't want to go to the park. Come on, boys, just give me a minute, Like, not right now. I'm tired. I'm working my butt off all these hours, spending all this time away from my sons, only to have nothing at the end of it, and nothing in the future either. They don't plan ahead for that. This is a week-to-week paycheck, So when I thought about it, if it was really worth it, I'd rather be broke and spend all that time. So I had to come out here and figure out where the problem is. I found there's pinpoint of where the problem starts or where it ends. I just know what it is. We all have the right to live. We all have the right to survive. And sorry, I'm like really nervous. I don't really talk or anything. It comes from the heart. I said a prayer before I did this, and I started my journey in prayer. So when I quit my job, I came out here with the full intent of finding God, more about Him, and I found Jesus. Because I've always say God
God is my boss, and I'm guided by the Holy Spirit, and I can say that it was a choice because it really wasn't. He called me, and I love it, even though it's hard. Kind of builds character. Yes. No, they are not. They're insufferable. Fortunately, well, given that you guys come out here and I got to say something, I was like, well, who do we go to? How do we be heard? So I thank you guys for that, but I haven't really thought about it. It's I did start to think of, I did kind of think like if we have to go, then we have to go. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I mean, if it's gonna be that we have to resort to violence, I don't find it worth it if I'm supposed to love my neighbor when somebody. Some people don't even have this, so I can't imagine.
So the city is in the process of a 6-month pilot program for the Safe Outdoor Camp. Would you, if one of these things did open up, would you be interested, or do you think anybody in this camp would be interested in staying in one of those Safe Outdoor camps?
Well, to be honest, this is almost just that. So yeah, why not?
This is a safe outdoor camp. Control ourselves, police ourselves. The only problems we had is sanitation, which they keep taking away, and getting rid of the trash, which they do and they don't. One officer says we can put it on here and they'll pick it up. The next officer says no. So what are we supposed to do? If the city can help us, this is a safe camp. That's why people come from all over the city to come here. Yeah, we ain't hurt nobody use
Yeah, for real.
try helping us instead of against
Common ground.
we fight each other, elements.
I don't get mad when they're recording and stuff. I tell them I love them because that's what he wants us to do. And I go to Jesus for everything.
Is there anything that you would like to tell Mayor Hancock and City Council?
God bless you guys.
This is
And
what
I'm finished.
this is what I just said. I said, yeah. This is what I just said. We've been here for a year, over a year. We police ourselves, keep ourselves clean. We look after each other. We have more than 2 tents that people can go for food all the time. And we look after ourselves. We can. Then our problem is we're fighting the elements because it's wintertime. And it is cold. It's damn cold. We're fighting the city because every time I turn around, the city wants to throw us out of here. If the mayor worked with us, just get off us for a little bit, we'd be fine. They got us pushed here and we got nowhere else to go. So what am I hoping for Monday? I'm hoping they change their mind. Because we ain't got nowhere to go. We ain't got no choice to stand. Everything I got in the world, I'm 51 years old. I was in the Marine Corps for 2 years. All I got's in that tent right over there. That's everything I own. And I'm not going to have somebody come through here and push me to where I have to leave half of it because it's all essential. Without it, I'm going to freeze to death and starve to death. And I'm too fat for that. Yes. How's that make me feel? Makes me wish they would spend that money on something else, like resources to help us, like the porta potties to help us, the sanitation, the washing, just straight help us instead of 15 officers come down here and tell me I gotta leave my stuff. You pushed me to where there is nothing else. There's a drop off here. How much money does that cost you to chase me around for a year? What could that money be used for? We got a real water tank down there that somebody just gave us, donated to us, and they come by and fill that thing every week. But then I got an officer over here telling me that I got to tow over the line, and that just cost me $150. Just have him come up and say, why can't you use that money to do something else? We got to go somewhere. We're not just going to disappear. We're off. We're outside, out of mind out here. There's other camps doing what they're doing. Well, too. And out here, we police ourselves, we take care of ourselves, we do the best we can. And why not help us out a little bit? And I'm not talking about going to the store and buying a truckload of groceries or something. I'm talking about climbing up off this for a little bit so we can actually breathe and survive and have the basic right to rest at night. Is that too much to ask? Do it. You understand.
You mentioned a little bit how, in your opinion, this is something about can you talk about your opinion about the outburst thing?
I haven't seen it, I haven't heard a lot about it, so I can't comment. But I do know one thing. Every night, we have people walking the perimeter of this block, making sure that the people here are safe. There has not been one female molested here in it is. We get them out and we turn them over to the authorities because they don't belong here. Everybody that comes here knows we look after ourselves. We feed ourselves, we feed those who don't have it. Every bit extra gear we got goes to somebody who just got here who doesn't have it. We take care of ourselves like that with what we don't have and with what we barely have. I don't know what their plan is. It's got to be better than pushing us out of here. At one time I heard about a plan to make this a camp. This street right here is supposed to be camp, split up into 10-foot squares. It's 10-foot square. What happened to that idea? We had access to resources and all of that. My wallet got stolen last year. My ID, my food stamp card, all of that. I can't get away from here long enough to go up and find out where I can get an ID and food stamp card. And if I do, I'm chasing all over town looking for it. If this was a camp, resources should be here, boom, go to the people, boom, done, happy.
I know the camp that was gonna be here for about 6 months, and they were gonna have pretty strict regulations.
Most of them are. You're taking rules that govern indoor people, making outdoor people follow. I've got PTSD. I can't go into crossroads because when I start to lose it and I start closing in and I say, hey, I got to sit outside for a minute before something bad happens, you step out, you're done. Get out of here. How the hell is that helping me? They would rather me stay in there and lose it, knock somebody out, rather than take 10 minutes outside, take a deep breath, come back in, we're good. You can't take English rules and apply it to Americans because it doesn't work. You can't take indoor rules and apply it to outdoor people. I've been out here 3 years. I'm not an indoor. I had to learn to be an outdoor animal. He's there, he's all quiet shit, just looking at me.
What's your first and last name, Wolf?
Wolf.
You just go by Wolf. Wolf. Okay.
My name is Julian Begay.
Can you spell your last name?
Because I still have family. My name's Wolf. Begaye. Yeah. Just please, Wolf.
Sure.
I've got family in Utah that They are what they are. If you don't put the E on the end of the day, it makes it a whole other family, and they hate me anyway. I mean, I've got children in this town, in Denver, who are under 15. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
How can you support on Monday, where the people like what
All right, this right here, Shona, I've seen this happen before. We did this at Jurassic Park when I was at Jurassic Park before I got pushed over here. We had people come out, we had the press come out, we were doing interviews, there was people up there. The officers came in, they were there about a half hour and went, we ain't doing it, and left. Not sweep us. We have enough support from the community. The community believes in this camp enough to show up and tell them to let them know, then we may not have to move to nowhere. And that's the best thing I can tell you. I mean, I'm glad we all come out here today. I figure this is just practice run for what's going to happen Monday. But unless they get sneaky, come in and sweep us at 3 o'clock in the morning like they tried to do. But with community support, community realizes and accepts us as part of it, then they won't make us go anywhere. These people who don't have a place to go won't have to go anywhere. And they can start working their way back up into those houses. In order to do that, we have to have a base. We have to have some place to start from. Boys and girls, this is it. We are up against it. It is either go back up into the houses and work our way back, or we are done. That is the reality of the situation. Sorry, it sounds like that's too much time to think for. Okay. Well, I'm already ready for money. Here it is. My age, I'll be born out. All right. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for your support. Y'all have any last minute questions? Fire away. Other than that, let's mingle and talk to people. Get used to it and find out if we ain't so different from each other. Yeah? Thank y'all for coming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give you a look here to see what it's like. Gobs of people. And this goes all the way around the block to Crossroads is over there. It's a place where several hundred people sleep every day. And you can't really see because I got no gimbal on me, but I'm going to try to give you a heightened look up there. So for 2 blocks, it's all over. Anyway, folks, I gotta go. I got an interview at 4 o'clock with a newspaper, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'd say this is the end. All right.